on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Hunter Jordan Stout has us ready to get started. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got his man complete. That's Judy.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Open man, and that's Tillman. He's gonna be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's a Browns 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. The shotgun. It's a throw for McCarthy. Left side, he's got Njoku. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
to throw once more. Here's McCarthy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. They'll run with Sampson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
McCarthy to the air on second down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Deontay Johnson, touchdown Cleveland. It's his second touchdown of the year. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Jackson now on second down. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raven first down. Play action now. Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. One quarter in the books. It's the Browns with the advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Henry will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Pick by the former Packer, Jair Alexander. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. On the run to the right. He runs with it. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
17 yards on that play. First down, Cleveland. Now McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, he gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's caught. It's Jerome Ford. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. To the air once more is McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Browns.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score, as this one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Lamar gonna work from the pistol. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point attempt still to come. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He's got room past the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's the Pro Bowl safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 now from the 36. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. What a throw. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Looking deep here for Tillman. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Pinheiro on for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Browns are back to within 7. It's 28-21. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Pistol formation with Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson looking to throw. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
This one complete to Bateman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson. Flushed to his left. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage across the 50 to the 48.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw, Jackson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a nice return here as well. He takes it up to the 45-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That'll be taken in by Sampson. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Sampson gonna run it out of the gun. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Cleveland. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. This one gonna be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and long. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Pass caught left side by Likely. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
now a 3rd and 2. Jackson now. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
And they'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Ravens will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Down the sideline. He's on his way. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Justice Hill to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw, pushed out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get 20 on the connection. 1st down, Baltimore.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Wadarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st down. Here's Henry. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A design run here with... the ball comes out. The Browns say they have it, and they do.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn...
That ball intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And just what a turn of events, Mike. You have the ball. You're thinking all we need to do is milk the clock, get into field goal range, and win this thing in regulation. But now after that turnover, you find yourself now back trailing, and I'm not sure there's enough time for them to come back.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Looking deep here for Tillman. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win, and the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. Here we go. One final play. And he will score. Comeback complete. They take the lead here in the final moments. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here is 1st and 10. One last shot now for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.